Three, two, one, travel. Hello, amigos. How are you? Today, I want to talk to you about three of the things that you should be preparing if you're taking a small group tour. A tour like the ones that I prepare, which is a small private tours. So, three things that we discuss a lot are about the packing. That's kind of like one of the topics that I have plenty to say and plenty videos where I share exactly how do I pack. A lot of people complain when they get there that they shouldn't bring that much. So yes, overpacking is a thing that we do quite often. I still do it with all the experience and trips I have done all these years, and I travel almost every other month. Sometimes I overpack, and sometimes I'm very proud of myself because I use everything I brought. So the packing is important when you are taking a small group. Why differently? Because in a small group you will be in vehicles and places where the size and the weight of your luggage matters, because we plan your trip with the specific vehicles. So that's why we are very specific when we tell my travelers how much and how many pounds and the size of your luggage. So that matters. But most importantly, it matters when you are there. When you are traveling, you want your luggage to just not be a reason to be stopped. Sometimes the luggage don't run correctly. I mean, with all these trips that I do and everybody I see and all the luggages I see around, it is very important to invest in good wheels. The wheels of the luggage is the most important, because most places around the world, they're cobblers. It's not so nice and easy that sometimes we have it here. The second thing I wanted to talk to you, it's about when you go in a group, some of the concerns are who are these people, and how do you mingle? How do you are just a solo traveler? That is a concern for some people when they sign up, but as soon as they join the group, and I create an environment in WhatsApp where we all start talking already 2 weeks prior to departure, so you don't feel really completely isolated. You already introduce yourself, you're already part of this small group. Like I said, I take groups only up to 12, 14 people depending on the destination, but just being open that being in a small group, you have to bring flexibility and sometimes tolerance. But overall, in all the groups that I conducted, everybody has to be looking for their own way of happiness, because every trip is for you. Even though you take advantage of a small group, it is going to be so personalized that you will remember everything as if it was just yours. All right. And the third thing that I want to talk to you about groups is this. There is a little bit of a peer pressure in terms of the tips. Some people wanted to tip more, some people wanted to tip less. It's going to happen. It's just where everybody is in their journey, in their generosity, in their possibilities. So I do provide a guide with the minimum expected. I work with suppliers around the world, and in different countries they have different values of what they expect. As an Americans, we are perceived as very generous people, and they do expect. So there is a myth that you don't tip them because they don't want it and don't change my culture. Travel is the culture, not the culture of the country, but travelers. There is a different culture. So I do provide a tip guide, and then from there you can do a little less or a little more, but it's all set, and it has to be something that comes from your heart. The best gratitude, the best gratuity, the best tips is actually your attitude, to be nice to your suppliers, to your drivers, to your porters, anybody who's carrying your luggage or doing some service like that. It deserves the gratitude, not only in monetarily but also with yourself. And what will be things that concern you when you travel in a small group? I would love to hear about what are your questions. I have a lot with the experience of my groups, but I would love to hear yours. What will be your concern when you join a group tour? All right, goodbye amigos. Don't forget to subscribe and go to my next video. Goodbye.